My favourite ground cover is soon to be in full bloom. This campanula here, and I love this plant for the way you can put this at the front of borders and it trails over the edge onto the patio. Now you can see this poppy which is popping out of the campanula. I love the colour of this, and I used to try and get rid of these because they appear everywhere in the garden in random places, but I've decided to just let them be, let them pop up where they want, because they do add to the garden. This is a bit behind, the geranium, Max Fry, just starting to bloom now, and as you can see the poppies are everywhere, but doesn't look too bad. Give it maybe a week or so and all along here should start to pop with colour. This Agastaki apricot sprite survived the winter. Hasn't got going yet, but this will be out in the next couple of months. Nice orange flowers. Now it does seem to like it better right on the edge of this little border here. It hates being wet, and I've tried these many times and they never survive the winter. Always gets a bit too wet for them. But on the edge of here, does seem to be doing okay at the moment. These are great little versatile ground covers, the phlox, ground cover phlox. Now I'm trying to pop this everywhere over the edge of beds. This, if it was in full sun, would be absolutely full of blooms. It's in partial shade here, but even still, even in a bit of shade, still gives us enough flowers. This geum starting to get going, totally tangerine, lovely orange flowers, and this can carry on all the way until the autumn. It's better early on, late spring, early summer, but even when that starts to calm down, it'll keep going. Nice azalea behind it. That'll be better next year because I've moved that, and hasn't got the same amount of flowers on it this time, but it's still good. This salvia hot lips is normally on its way by now, starts flowering, but it's a bit behind, a couple of weeks behind maybe. But come next month this is going to be absolutely full, fantastic red and white flowers. Same with these other herbaceous salvias. Normally by now these are flowering, but they've come up late. But again, come June, they should be full of purple flowers. My Californian lilac has done well this year. Past couple of years it hasn't really put out a lot of flowers, but this time it looks really good, and I can see the bees are enjoying themselves on there as well. So what I'll do on this flowers, I'll cut it back a bit, get it nice and neat and tidy, and hopefully I'll have another good show next year. These plants, now these plants here are normally flowering by now, and again they're a bit behind. I can see the buds on them, so hopefully next month we'll be able to see the nice pink flowers that come with them. I've mentioned in a previous video that I pulled all the plants out of this corner. Now, the reason why I pulled them all out is because in the winter, into the spring, this is in full shade. Doesn't really get any sun at all. Now what happens is, as the sun gets higher, as the months go by towards the summer, this starts to get full sun in the afternoon, and it's absolutely scorching hot, full sun. So as you can imagine, I could try and plant shade plants here, but they're going to absolutely be burnt to a crisp if we get a hot summer. So I pulled all the plants out, and I've just put this patio here. The person that put this down for me said it was the smallest patio they'd ever done, but either way, I'm just going to use it as a place where I can sit in the sun of an afternoon and really enjoy those rays. And it does seem to tie in well with the garden. I'm pleased that these envelopes are still flowering. These get going in March, and normally by now they're done, but I've still got plenty of blue flowers here to enjoy. Later on, the daylilies will give me some nice yellow flowers. This broom is starting to come to the end of its flowering period, but I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite plants in the whole garden. A Lena broom. Amazing orange colour on that. Catmint coming out. Again, this is normally a bit more advanced this time of year, but again next month this is going to be full, like it usually is, full of those purple flowers.